the year of 2021, after many years of searching, I was able to purchase a remote property deep in the mountains of Western Canada. I've recently decided to quit my job, move here full-time, and see if I can survive solely on a YouTube income. With no neighbors, very difficult access, endless wilderness, and a river that runs through it all, I couldn't be happier with this newfound freedom. Follow along with me for this challenging journey while I try to create a livable space in this unforgiving yet beautiful, vast wilderness. I was just about to go to town, but I think I'll let this storm ride out. It's gonna last an hour or two. Water came up a lot. There's a little island mound. It's now underwater. Not much point in starting that today. Just flooded out down here anyway. It's about as high as it was back in the spring. Successful trip in town today. $1,000 to finish a tongue and groove pine for that little cabin. Forget about it. I can get by with just the exposed insulation, but then I was looking on Marketplace and I found some like cedar, just 1x cedar. So what? It's not tongue and groove. It's all random sizes and widths. I'll just nail it on. That'll be my finished project for the little cabin. But look at this, bone dry. It's been, I mean, like I say, it's not pretty. It's just kind of like whacked down. It's only shoulder high, so you go inside, you're gonna hit your head basically. But I mean, check this out. Like, it's been abandoned forever. All this firewood is bone dry. Yeah, my goodness, it came up so much from the time I went into town till the time I came back. It's a different looking river. The river's right here now, but it was like way over there a few hours ago. Today is a good day for fixing a outboard and fix a generator, which I was not able to get a spark plug for yesterday. Showing the mechanic here, I have carburetor out, and I do believe the jets on the carburetor are plugged. So I am going to clean out these carburetor jets inside of here. I'm pretty sure it's the carburetor that's all plugged up. After a few YouTube videos and blah blah blah, I found the culprit. And this is the spray jet for the gas. All these little pinholes in here are completely plugged. So I'll take a little wire, clean all that out, and hopefully I can remember how to put this carb back together and back into the generator. Sediment, ethanol, whatever, getting all parts of little bits of debris gunked up. This fine little teeny tiny thing is what's messing up the generator and why it's not working as far as I can tell. So everything's back in there. I noticed this was missing the odd little bolt in there too from whoever owned this prior to me. Anyway, everything's back in there. You need that straw that plugs in there. I don't have one anywhere here. I tried the inside of a pen, tried various things, various types of tubes that would hook into there so I could really clean out the carburetor, but I could not find anything. So did the best I could. May or may not start. Turn the fuel valve on. Very rewarding feeling. I went to town yesterday, couldn't get a spark plug for the generator, but I did get the right spark plugs for the boat. Clean flow, check. Carb cleaner, GoPro, check. River took away one of my wooden steps. It's gone. There's only been two boats that I know of all year that's been up this river, so but it is a waterway and I have to respect that. It's, even though I have both sides of the property, I have to respect that people want to use it with boats. Getting a cable up is there's still quite a bit to it. Not only that, I need my boat. If I was to put a cable up, I need my boat working to get all that stuff up here. You'd still, you know, tie it tree to tree, put on all the clamps on the cable, those Crosby clamps, tighten them up. I could go from that tree over to one of those aspens over there, and I could cable down to the ground with a big anchor. There's these massive anchors you can sort of drill into the ground. So cable brace it back into the ground. You can screw them into the ground like 4 or 5 feet kind of thing. Cable brace it back into the ground on both sides of the river, and then have a cable span across to here. So now you have a cable. Okay, that's a lot of work. I don't know if, you know, you might be able to get some old cable for free. I don't know. It's a lot of work. Now you have to figure out something to put onto the cable. You have to buy that. I can't see it being less than a few $1,000s. I have to do some homework. I don't know what sort of thing you would put on a cable that's safe, convenient. The water will get very low for winter. Unless it's a mix of snow and rain, then I'm kind of screwed. If the water is typically low through the winter, like it should be, if you get a half decent winter, there's the rapids down there. I can pop out here on the trail, go down to the rapids, cross over, knowing that it's never any deeper than your ankle in typical low water. So ankle high water. In the winter it'll freeze solid. Cross there, and then so I'll just kind of create a trail on both sides over the rapids this way up. Because I think cable, man, is that ever simple. But when you start doing the math, acquiring that stuff and everything, but yeah, that's still a pretty big process. But yeah, I don't know, it seems so simple, and I'm like, well, when you start thinking about it, what if the cable screws up? You're over the river, it's November. built on the dumb side of the river, but I mean, it keeps all the riffraff out. You don't have to worry about, you know, people coming and stealing your stuff or whatever. So there's some bonuses, there's some advantages to building on this side of the river as well. There's a helicopter. I think it's going up the valley though. I was hoping it was gonna bring me that coffee. It snowed up high in the mountains last night. Up there. Two of the new ones, the right ones this time. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, people. I just... Man, that all that lumber I have way downriver, it's been sitting there for about 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks now, maybe over 3 weeks. I got to get a video out, so I'll spend the rest of the day doing that. Boat's going, generator's going. Laptop not working. It won't take a charge. It just won't turn on. It's crazy. It's just one thing after another. It just doesn't end. And with the sun out all of a sudden, after all this rain, you can hear there's a built-in charge controller. You can kind of hear it with the single panel. With the single panel, it would never, that thing would never kick in, but you can hear that fan inside of it. 250 there right about now. Oh, 260. I tried that clean flow sure start stuff. I'll be curious to see about if I have to spray that stuff in there every time. Part of me wants to go and get all that lumber, like right now. But once the video's out, I'll go and get it. Dang, that made my day. I'm starting to, I don't know, get a better grasp of mechanics. I really have got to get so much better with mechanics though. It's going to be, just have to. Either that or just rewind the clock and do everything horse and buggy times, you know. But as it is, in this world, we tend to use motors a lot, so I may as well learn some mechanical things. It's up to 350 now. The laptop is not working now. Now I do not have a laptop that's working, and it's not a big deal. If that wasn't my source of income, then no big deal. Come here, build a cabin, whatever. So I have to make the really long drive into town, take the trail and everything, and I'm just burning days. Like, for the life of me, I just cannot seem to get anything done. It's madness. Why did the laptop just have to crash like that, just out of nowhere? I did all the tech things. I went on YouTube. I did a bunch of research. Tried to, it won't take a charge on the battery. There's zero momentum. Nothing's happening. I'm not in any sort of groove. Everything's just haywire, and it's just been chaos for a couple weeks now. It's just nuts. It is just chaos right now. Well, at least the sun's out. I need a good like half an hour to decompress. I have to hit the trail though before dark. Whew, man, I just want to smash some stuff, smash a computer. Like, what is up? Oh, it's either electronics or mechanics, and they both suck. Well, on the plus side, it's not raining. I could get a haircut. Wouldn't mind a haircut. So there's that. So even though I have the outboard, I think, running now, well, at least partially running, but for the time being, still just going to use the canoe because all I have to do is get from point A to point B, and that's it. One more trip on the trail. Cheer up, buddy. Things are going to be okay.
Road east for 1 kilometer.
Shut up. Don't give away my location. Some of you might remember my friend who operated the drone. I'm going to go see him. He came over to the property a few weeks ago, about a month ago now, and we got some excellent drone images. So Mark and Gerald came out that day. Anyway, Mark is going to take a look at the laptop because he's a computer guy and he knows a lot about this stuff. So I'm pretty sure the laptop is done. Don't say. Things are good, but I really got to get a laptop. So we'll see if Mark can fix it. But I think it's just old and junky, so it's time for at least a good used one. So I might end up with a good used laptop.
There are 3 more tabs on each battery side. Go ahead and prime any of those.
Hey everyone, so major success. I have a MacBook. It's secondhand. It'll get me through. Eventually I would like to set up a very good editing sort of station if I ever get anything built. I'm thinking it'll be a little easier to make videos, hopefully a little quicker too. I found this palette and I asked if I could have it. They said yeah, but I don't know, it just has some, I don't know, palettes are everywhere, but this one has some nice pinkish Douglas fir on it. Some really nice looking stuff here, so really like it. Can always use a palette for something, so maybe just keep it at the boat launch or something, but they're always handy. Things are looking up. Tomorrow's already Saturday. I'll be cooped up in my cabin editing, trying to get a video out all day tomorrow. I'll have to reprocess all that footage all over again.
Pull and the motor doesn't start, and you just send a crap ton of gas to
Good morning, by the way. I just tried on these dry fit pants, dry tech pants. A special big thank you to Tufte Outdoor Wear, who have been working with me and have been genuinely very supportive in my own outdoor dream. They sent me all this amazing stuff to wear. I'm giving it a go. It's great out here. It's rugged. It's very breathable, that's for sure. If you want, visit tuftwear.no. Check out the link in my description for a 15% discount. And by using this code, you are supporting my channel and at the same time getting Norwegian quality outdoor clothing for your own next adventure. These are hardcore. Wow. Check out the zippers on them. We tried out a bunch of the merino wool product. Yeah, thanks to Tufte. It's gonna get obviously colder and a lot of rain, and it's gonna start dropping below freezing. I have on order a proper good wood stove and the proper chimney set and everything. But I have a temporary one. I'll put it in for now. It's temporary, so everything is temporary. Small hole for now. When it's time to put in the bigger pipe, the bigger diameter pipe that is, then I can enlarge in the hole. So for now it's just a smaller hole, but the pipe hole will be in the same location as the permanent stove when I get the permanent stove. And I hope to get some, it's not a big deal if I don't, but I would like to cover up all the insulation with, I looked at tongue and groove, and it's just very expensive stuff to even finish this little cabin. So whatever, anything else, maybe just plywood, I don't even know. If you run the pipe straight with no bends in it, I had a 45-degree bend in it last year. If you run the pipe straight, the smoke seems to, you know, it's not so bad. So the pipe is just not wide enough on that. It'll do for now. It's just, it's not crazy smoky, but it's bad enough. Okay. The final stove that's going in here is going to be insulated pipe. 16, so I'm going to go 16 to the center. Not worried about burning the place down. The only thing I'm worried about is the odd bit of smoke getting back in here, but since the pipe's going to be running completely straight this time, I'm hopeful that'll be a non-issue. I have to cut out more or less a square, obviously larger than the pipe. But for now, I'm just gonna put some sort of diversion here for the rain. I'm gonna have the rain cap on the pipe, so any rain hitting this will go around. Some of it might get in, but like I say, it's just temporary. I'm not too worried about rain getting in. I've done a sort of a temporary diversion before, and it sheds water excellent. So yeah, not worried about water getting in. I will also back it up with a secondary sort of a saucer, I guess, that goes around the pipe, and will also shed on top of that. So you have the water coming down, hitting the diversion, going around it, and then also a secondary sort of rain cap. The pipe itself will not be touching any surfaces. It'll be just kind of free, and that'll get me through the next couple of weeks. Okay, so that's what we got. Doesn't feel good cutting into a roof, but I don't want to run the chimney pipe out the wall. Problems with that. So with a 4-inch pipe, the next hole will be quite a bit bigger. Okay there guys, you can see some very ugly and very temporary heat guard. These fires are going to be very mild. Everything's safe, not worried. All right. A real thing of beauty here. Oh boy. The other stove can't come soon enough. I will have to build a hearth for the bottom, and then obviously the heat shield's installed properly. Mice got into the toilet paper when it was in the other cabin. Yeah, that's what the mice do. They just wreck everything. It's actually really nice. It's a piece of junk, but it's awesome. This heat is just magic. The smells too. I have some birch in there. It's definitely not as smoky from the previous setup. Quite happy with this. Takes up a fair bit of room, and very happy for now anyway. That makes my day. Beautiful. Well, for dinner we have moose steak, rice, ooh, that's looking pretty good. It's snowing. Oh boy. That is definitely snow. Why am I going into town, you might ask? Well, I'm gonna really go for it. I was gonna take the boat in to get worked on by a mechanic, but it's so expensive. So the idea is still get everything up there before winter. I'm gonna buy some things that are far cheaper than taking it to a boat, mechanic. I'm gonna give it my all. It's just so expensive. It's a little out of the budget right now. All I can do is try my darndest to fix that thing. Buying that laptop set me back a little bit. Didn't help. Did not help matters. I'll get some, I don't have to get much stuff, but I have to get some things for sure for the outboard. Man, I look like a wreck. Hopefully it's just the camera. Hey guys, so I'm just looking at the types of ministries in British Columbia. This would be pertaining to the potential with a cable across the river. So I would have to go into one of these offices. Be any, I don't know, transportation and infrastructure, water, land, resource, stewardship. Oh, it might be that one.